I'm hoping that at least a few of you are awake. Hello, my beautiful soul tribe, and thank you for checking out my channel for the Love of Water Tarot. My name is Chianti, and I decided that I want to do a Pisces read live. This reading will be for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, as well as the Pisces Cross Watcher, meaning it could resonate from your perspective if you are dealing or involved with a Pisces, okay? It is going to be a general read, guys. So some things I say will absolutely resonate. Some things I say won't. You need to make sure that you use your intuition and your discernment and put yourself where you go in the energy if you go there at all. If I get it right for y'all, take care, y'all, girl, with that like, comment, subscribe, and share. I am currently offering private readings. I'm offering mini reads. The price is $25. If you're interested in booking one of those, reach out to me at fortheloveofwatertarot@gmail.com. But a simple like on the video is all right with me too, okay? Keep that in mind. All right, y'all. I'm just getting myself together so I'll be able to see everybody and interact the way I want to before I get started on the read. I gotta tell y'all, part of the reason why I decided to go live and do another predictive read, because the one that I did the other day, it was spot on. And just today did I get all of it. Like, it was a future read, right? And y'all know that we all got different things going on in our life, right? And I know reading may look easy, right? It may look really easy to do, but it's not, because I'm talking about things that I can feel and that I understand without exactly knowing what that is, right? And I'm not just predicting things for myself, I'm predicting things for a lot of people. It did hit for me, and it all made sense today. So that inspired me to definitely want to do it again. If you did not catch that, the last read I did for Pisces, it was a predictive read, and that's what I'm going to do again tonight. That read hit for me today. So I know that I know I'm still afloat. I ain't the captain of the yacht, but I'm on the boat. All right. I ain't acting what I'm not, knowing that I don't. Some ninjas acting like they will, but I know they won't. Okay. Hey, Precious. Hey, Shorty. Hey, L Queen. Hey, I'm a seductress. I don't know why I can't pronounce words. Hey, Jay Johnson. And hey, Shorty. Damn, Shorty. Every time I see your name, that's what I think about. I know the kids listen to that song, but I don't know that song from the kids. I know that from my sister, who is 1 year younger than me. I don't know any other words to the song. I just know it's a rap song, and he be saying, damn, Shorty. That's the only part of the song I know. All right, baby sharks. Make sure y'all take care of y'all, girl, with that like, comment, subscribe, share. Again, email me if y'all interested in booking. So here's what I'm going to do. We're good. This is intended to be a predictive read. So I'm going to speak on the energy that presents itself in the near future. I'm going to speak on what the problem and what could be the issue with this energy. I'm going to speak to what you know and what you are aware of about the situation. I'm going to speak to what you are unaware of. I'm going to talk about what happened in the recent past to present this energy, which I realized today as I was pondering everything. The recent past will be now, right? So when I talk about the recent past in this energy, this will be probably what's going on right now, which will be leading up to what energy is going to be presenting itself in the future. And then I'll talk about the future, right? What's next after all of this, okay? All right. Let me go ahead. How y'all doing? Sisters, how y'all feel? Brothers, y'all all right? All right. Pisces spirit. It was spot on, and it inspired me so much to try to do it again, and this time really try to, I don't know, sometimes it's hard reading because I may get 1,000 messages as soon as the card comes down. But maybe only 3 of them is going to make it out of my mouth, right? It's like my brain and my intuition. My intuition is much faster than my mouth. That's why I talk fast, because I'm trying to get every fucking thing out before it runs away again. How y'all doing? All right, Spirit, for Pisces, for the lovely baby sharks. Spirit, peace, love, light, clarity. Please give it to us straight, no chaser. We don't want it to be sugar coated. Don't cut any corners, Lord. For Pisces. So, in the near future, what energy will be presenting itself to the Pisces? What energy in the near future is going to be present and present itself for the Pisces? And Pisces, this could be dealing with you or someone else. Keep that in mind. The Hierophant. Pisces, this may be about a Taurus, but bigger than just being about a Taurus. Whatever situation that's going to be presenting itself in the very, very near future, this is going to be dealing with Pisces. See, here's what I'm saying. Here it goes. So Pisces, a Hierophant can be indicative of a lot of things. This could be indicative of things that are dealing with career, as far as school, as far as learning, as far as higher education. The Hierophant could also be dealing with like big institutions, and when I say big institutions, I mean established institutions where there's levels of fidelity, right? Where there's a trust, right? Trust. I'm hearing foundations, right? The Hierophant is also an energy of dealing with me is how do I say this? Things that we commit ourselves to, things that we are loyal to, things that we are faithful to, right? For sure. So also could be dealing with contracts, right? For sure. But there's something here. This feels very much like contractual, whether spiritually contractual or literally contractual, but this definitely feels like obligations and things like that, but it doesn't feel negative. Let's see what's under this deck. Justice. I knew it. Libra energy. I knew it, Pisces. Let's get to it. Major arcanas. So for some of you, an opportunity that's presenting itself in the near future is absolutely about signing some sort of contracts. Some of you, there's something about legal issues here, because the Hierophant could be court and justice and judges, right? Institutions, right? This could be legal. Or like I said, this could be legal or karmic, Pisces. But there is something big going on here in the near future. Underneath the deck, just for shits and giggles, so we know that this is going to be big. Temperance is under justice. Major, major, major arcanas. And under temperance is the 6 of Wands. So this is you getting something that you're due in the near future. This is you getting some sort of promise, some sort of commitment, or you're making a promise or some sort of commitment, but it's the right thing to do, right? Whatever's happening here in the near future that's presenting itself, it's in the interest of justice. And justice is about fairness, right? Justice is about what's right. Now, again, you could be dealing with a Taurus, a Libra, or a Sag, okay? Some of you, whatever is going on now, I just heard something that's going to present itself in the near future. It's something that may have started in May or happened in Taurus season. There's something happening in Libra season, and then it's going into Sagittarius season. Put this shit where this go, y'all. I just channeled the messages, okay? Make sure y'all throw me the likes. But in the near future, and some of y'all can clock it. Don't say I didn't warn you. I don't know what this is. It's going to be different for every last one of us. Some of y'all are signing contracts. Some of y'all are starting new jobs. Maybe some of y'all are starting school. Some of y'all, this could be some court stuff. But this is serious. It's major. It's 2 major arcanas. Major, 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 major. And that's why I said if it's not legal, you know why it feels legal? Because legal feels contractual, right? For sure. Right? But I also feel like whatever's happening in the near future, I do feel like whether this is a commitment that you're getting or a commitment that you're making, it's justice. It's right. And temperance makes me feel like this is something that's coming in divine timing. Something that's a careful blend, something that's been carefully blended and considered, and it is going in your favor with the 6 of Wands, Pisces. I almost want to stop right there and just want to cut the camera off and say and prepare for that for the near future. But that ain't quite what I promised y'all. Am I right or am I right? Y'all talk to me a little bit. It's a few of y'all in here. Keep me company. Don't make me talk to myself. All right. So let's clarify what's crossing this energy. Now, again, Pisces, let's be realistic, right? Because even when we're getting exactly what we wanted, if you know anything about the universe and how God works, there, especially in my life, there's always some sort of twist, right? So there's no such thing as everything being perfect. There's always something to deal with in every situation. So let's go ahead and find out what's crossing this energy, what could possibly be the problem, or what could possibly be crossing this energy for the baby sharks in the near future here. Can y'all still hear me or see me? Am I still on? Because ain't nobody saying ish. I know it's late. The Hangman, you're the problem, Pisces. Here we go again. And this came up. Pisces, this came up in our read the other night. When I listened to it again, I knew what I was thinking, what messages I was getting, and I was so disappointed that some of the messages that came to my head never came out my mouth. So I'm trying to remain calm and get to it. But it came up. Remember, in the last read I did, what was presenting itself, the first card was the Pisces, the Hangman. And I said, this is something that's going to depend on you. And really what I was thinking about it, like how it came to me was like, you're going to be the problem that's going to be present. Like whatever is presenting itself, it's almost like you're going to realize that maybe you're the problem, right? And I don't mean this necessarily in a negative way, but like you've been in your own way, you've been holding something up, your perspective has been the whole problem. It's something about this whole fucking thing here, Pisces, with the Hangman and the problem here. Look, the Magician. Pisces, for some of y'all, the whole fucking problem here is in some sort of ways, shape, form, or fashion. Maybe y'all been comfortable. Maybe y'all been stuck. Maybe y'all been stagnant. I want to say, Pisces, the problem with this whole energy might be that you was kind of sleep on yourself, or you was dragging your feet or procrastinating for whatever reason. And I'm not trying to say that you didn't have your reasons. That came up in a Pisces read the other day too that I didn't get out. So I'm trying to... Pisces, we all have our reason. Now, some shit we do is just dumb shit, right? We could look back on like, what the fuck was I thinking? If you're human and not perfect, you know, if you're perfect, get the hell out of my fucking chat because you can't even relate. But if you're human, right? And you could look back on some shit and be like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, that was just dumb. Most of us can do that, right? But then other times you look back on things, you'd be like, why I didn't do woo, 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 woo. But then you have to remind yourself you had your reasons, right? Sometimes there are things that we want to do and things that we should do that we don't absolutely do and we should do them. But we have our reasons, right? We have to weigh this stuff out. We living in reality, okay? Pisces, would you be in a problem on what's crossing this energy? This feels like another one of these things where Pisces, this is all up to you. Whatever I'm getting ready to talk about and whatever we're getting ready to get into, this decision is yours to make. And it's something about you deciding which way something is going to go, right? Because the Hangman tells me that this could be some shit that you could just hang on and not do anything about, right? Or this could be something that you could be kind of procrastinating. You know how we do. I'm not going to call out nobody, but you know how we do. This could be something you dragging your feet on, right? You could be the problem in a sense where your perspective needed to change, right? You needed to shift your perspective on something for one reason or another, right? The Magician, yes, and under here is the Two of Pentacles. I'm telling you, Pisces, and under that is the Nine of Pentacles, and under that is the fucking High Priestess. Yes, this is how I know I'm fucking right? Now listen. I'm not saying that this situation isn't involving other people. Unless you are a complete hermit and you live absolutely alone and you don't deal with anybody else, then of course this situation involves other people, right? And we also know that everyone has free will, right? So the same way no one can make us do some shit that we don't want to do, we can't necessarily make others do what we want them to do either, right? They're going to do what they want to do. So I don't want to be like I'm beating up on anybody. Thank you, I'm a seductress. I appreciate your feedback because I feel like I'm rambling and ain't nobody saying shit. But that's okay. As long as y'all listening, I'm cool, okay? Pisces, to a certain degree, this is something. Was with this, and I'm gonna call it an opportunity because it's the Hierophant, and I feel like the Hierophant has everything to do with like an oath. This feels very much like an oath, right? An oath. And with justice there, it's like right, like promising it and fidelity for the right shit, right? And it's presenting itself with justice. It's right? It's just, it's fair. But Pisces, with you being a problem crossing this, for whatever reason, you probably are feeling like you got some things to consider. And I feel like maybe the universe is trying to tell us that these are probably things that there's nothing else to fucking consider. Let me just say that because, and I'm like I told y'all, when I did that read the other night, please go back and listen. I know y'all, see the problem is y'all don't hear what I hear because y'all don't know what I heard. And I got to get better at getting the messages out. But I got the messages out as best as I could. But not until today did everything I said, I'm like, yes, this is exactly what the fuck you was talking about. You was talking to yourself, and this is what you told yourself. You now listen to yourself, right? And again, Pisces, we are stubborn, right? We are stubborn, and we love stubbornly, right? And we also got our stubborn ways about other things. And this could absolutely be the problem is we need to shift our perspective about some shit, right? Especially if you don't want to be stuck, right? Especially if you no longer want to be the hangman, right? If you don't want to just keep hanging around, right? Sit around with my head hanging down, and I wonder who know what that is. Yes, okay. Hey Z, you are very welcome. So Pisces, this is what I'm getting to a certain degree. What we're talking about that's getting ready to present itself in the near future. Pisces, if there is a problem in this, in whatever this Hierophant, whatever this offer that's coming in, whatever this commitment, whatever this possibility, this opportunity, this contractual, this agreement, whatever this is coming in that's presenting itself in the near future, it's just. And Pisces, just be self-aware that you may be the problem. And I don't mean, please don't take it in an assaultive way, but like, if you're dragging your feet, if you can't make up your mind, then you're the fucking problem. And with the Magician and the Two of Pentacles here, like, this is either something that is being offered to you from a magician, or this is something that you inherently are able to manifest yourself because you are the magician. Here's the Magician in the Two of Pentacles. Virgo, Gemini energy, Taurus energy, Pisces energy so far. Pisces, this is all up to you. And I know it because the Nine of Pentacles is under here. This is single, solid, stable, and abundant. This is being able to take care of oneself. Being totally self-sufficient. And then here's the High Priestess under here. So I know it's you. I know it's you. Now, you know how we do. We use our intuition, right? This is us knowing some unknowables. This is also us using our intuition. This the High Priestess is wise. She is, or he is, okay? So, let's go ahead and talk about our consciousness. Let's see what we're aware of in this situation, and then I'll talk about what we're unaware of in this situation, okay? Y'all take care of y'all girl with that like, comment, subscribe, share. Do not forget to email me if you want a book. I do want to go live and do mini reads. I will try to get it done very soon. But this is exactly how I would do them. They would just be quicker. They typically are around 10 minutes. They average about 10 minutes. Okay, so let's see what you're conscious of. Let's see what you're aware of here. In the near future. What is Pisces aware of in this situation? What is it that Pisces is aware of? Pisces, I also heard don't because I do believe something is getting ready to be offered to you. I do. In the near future, some of y'all are gonna have to decide when something is offered to you, because with the problem here being the Hangman, you're gonna have to decide If you still want to hang in on a situation that you've been in, do you want to stay stuck, or do you want it definitely, if this is feeling very much dependent on you, okay? The Nine of Swords. Okay, so you know what you're aware of, Pisces. And see, this is why I feel like I'm really talking to you in particular. But again, this could be a cross-watcher read, y'all. So just put it where it goes. This could definitely be a cross-watcher read. That's just how energy works. Pisces with the Nine of Swords. Pisces, only you know. Pisces, only you know the shit that keeps you up at night. I'm going to be all the way funky with you. Thank you, Romana. Yeah, no makeup on today. I just got some eyebrows. Eyebrows and lip gloss. No makeup. Pisces, the Nine of Swords being here tells me that only you know where because I feel like you have some sort of anxiety. We could deny it to the hilt. But if your conscience is the Nine of Swords, you know something about anxiety. You know something about stress. It's something about the shit that keeps you up at night. Maybe not literally, but figuratively. You know? This is anxieties, right? This is anxiety. This could be insomnia. Some of y'all could be having reoccurring dreams or nightmares. Or you know something about someone else's, for sure. For some of you, I just heard one of them situations, and I don't know if this is you or if this is something that you're doing to somebody else, but this is what I just heard. I heard that in the near future, there could be one of them situations where, and I don't know if, again, let me say this again, I don't know if this is you doing this, Pisces, or if someone is doing this to you. I feel like it could be one of them situations where someone is really offering somebody something to really try to help them. And it could almost be like let's say it's you, Pisces. You might know that somebody really got some real anxiety, some real stress. That like you could really know that somebody got some shit going on that's keeping them up at night, right? And you might be really trying to offer someone opportunities or fidelity or make promises and commitments to somebody to help somebody, but you may also know like the problem could be like you can't make, again, it's this free will thing, right? It's the energy of you can lead a horse to water. And I don't know who the horse is and who's leading the horse or who's trying to take the horse to water, but this is what I'm picking up on, Pisces. I'm picking up on one of them energies where you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So Pisces, somebody could definitely be trying to lead you horsey, right? For sure. Or you could be trying to lead a horsey yourself. But this is the energy I'm picking up on. And it's going to apply to all y'all different ways. But this is what I'm picking up. Look, the star, Aquarius energy. Pisces, I'm going to be all the way funky. We got all these major arcanas here. Again, this is wish fulfillment. This is having renewed hope, renewed faith. Wish fulfillment means that you are in a place where, and don't get me wrong, because I feel like one thing that's lost right now on society. Let me go. I'm gonna try not to get on my soapbox too much. I feel like the world is kind of messed up right now because everybody feels like, I don't want to say everybody, but it's just a big narrative being pushed that being rich is everything somebody wish. You know what? I'm wise enough to know, like, I don't wish to be a billionaire. I don't even have to be a millionaire, honestly. That's not wish fulfillment to me. Like, because yes, money is important in life. Yes. Do I want to be comfortable? Absolutely. Do I want to be comfortable so I can be happy? Yes. Right? But I don't wish, I'm not selfish. My soul ain't selfish. I don't require every fucking thing. My soul is not a bottomless pit, right? So I don't need every fucking thing to make me feel fulfilled, right? I feel like there are people like that out there. I feel like a lot of us are like that. But that narrative is not what's out there in the ethos right now, right? It's all about having it all. Like if in order for someone to have their wishes fulfilled, they have to have some shit that's wilder than everybody's imagination. I don't feel like that's realistic, right? And I feel like that's kind of what's gotten a lot of people effed up in the world, right? That's why some stuff is effed up in the world because of that energy, right? But Pisces, this is what I am picking up with this star energy, with this wish fulfilled. I feel like this is when somebody got realistic wishes, right? This is when the things you want in life, the things that you wish to have in life, the realistic shit, Pisces, right? This is an opportunity to have that with the Hierophant, because the Hierophant is definitely some shit you can trust in, that you can have faith in, that you can believe in, right? And again, remember who was the problem here, little Pisces. Now again, if this is not you and this is you helping someone else, just hear what I'm saying, because the problem is someone getting out the fucking way of being stuck, right? And just hanging. Make a motherfucking move. Now, you know, Pisces, whether you know this about someone else's stress or you know this about your own, but Pisces, this is almost like only you knowing what you really wishing for in life. Only you knowing what keep the shit that keep you up at night. Only you know the shit that you talk to God about, what you wish for, like the real shit you ask God for, right? Only you knowing that, right? Only you knowing that, and you knowing it, right? Or you being able to know that in someone else, like about the things that they are wishing for. But it's bigger than just wishing for. It's also things that'll bring in healing, things that will renew someone's faith, right? I'm getting a lot of energy of faith. And look, Pisces, I know I'm not wrong, because look what's on there. The Ten of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, Pisces. Oh, look at this shit. And the Chariot and the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, they talking, baby. Oh, they talking. I feel like a lot of y'all, I'm probably talking directly to us. Now, again, we gonna get into the juiciest stuff about what we don't know and all that other stuff. But I feel like, and again, cross watches, I just don't want to keep going through that. Like, just put this shit where this goes. Because Pisces, if this ain't you at all, consider what I'm saying about someone else that you may be dealing with. Okay? I read energy, and energy does not lie. The energy is not lying to me, okay? Hey, Asia. Hey, Shay. I had a long day today, but I'm going to be hollering at you tomorrow. You know what, Z? You said you pretty hermit mode right now. You get forced to deal with each other's at this point. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a little secret. Me too. I'm breaking out of it. Like, you know, you guys know, for obvious reasons, I've been in hermit mode for over a year. And it's been very difficult. Like, I was already introverted, but I've been even more introverted, if even possible. And for the first time in over a year, do I feel so alive. Like, I feel reborn. I'm like literally being reborn. I literally know how close it feels to be to death without dying. That's how I feel. I have an appreciation, because I definitely was broken, completely. So I'm like that too. I am, but I'm breaking out of it. I'm coming out. And Pisces, maybe some of your asses do need to come out too, because here's the opportunity, and here's you possibly being a fucking problem. Just saying. Hey, Marcy. Hey, I love you too. So Pisces, I feel like what you're aware of. Like, I don't want to drift off too much, but if y'all feeling me, make sure y'all throw me the likes. If anything I'm fucking saying is resonating, okay? Real talk. Because never in my life have I been so sure of the energy I'm picking up on, and I'm glad I'm being able to articulate it to y'all how I would like, okay? Pisces, in some shape, way, shape, form, or fashion, what you know, I feel like you know about the anxiety, the like I said, the stress and the worries and the fears and the doubts that keep somebody up at night, right? In regards of the shit they hope for, the shit they wish for, right? healing that they may need. You know what I'm saying? The star is also healing, right? And Pisces, this is attached. The Ten of Pentacles is here. It's attached to that Hierophant, Pisces. It's attached to this kind of energy of land, property, home, family, stability, right? Legacy. And the Wheel of Fortune. Changing that shit. Turning that shit. Changing some shit. Turning around and going in somebody's favor. The shit that keep people up at night. Right? Let me break it down in some kind of simple terms. I'm just gonna throw some shit out there, right? Like literally. Y'all please don't take nothing I'm saying too personal. Let's say, for instance, you work, right? And you make $28 an hour, right? You make $28 an hour. And you're comfortable, right? You're comfortable. You're not worried about what you and the kids gonna eat tomorrow, or you know, anything like that. Like you live comfortably, right? But there's still that energy where even though you're living comfortably, you thank God for the things you have because you know it could be worse. It's like maybe you feel like you don't have enough saved. You still kind of living check to check, right? You worry like that. You just not that successful enough that if something go bad, everything could go bad, right? And let's say you sit up at night and you think about how your bills, right? And you think to yourself, like, if I made $38 an hour, right? I wish I could get up to $38 an hour, right? Because that would change. If I made $38 an hour, right? I would feel more comfortable, right? Right? That would be healing. I could fix some things. I could start to save some things, right? Right? I wish some shit could go in my favor like that, where I could go from this 28 to this 38, right? And this may be some shit that you just think to yourself, right? This ain't something you talk to everybody about. You may even pray to God about, right? Like I said, the shit that keep you up at night. The conversations between you and your God or your higher power, or even to your fucking self that you may not have with anybody else, right? Am I making any sense? Please tell me I'm making sense, y'all. Okay? If this is not you knowing this in reference to somebody else, this is definitely something about you knowing this in reference to yourself, right? And here's the Wheel of Fortune. Here's the change, right? Here's the change going in your favor. Here's the Chariot. Here's the forward movement, victoriously and triumphantly. And here's the Nine of Pentacles, being single, solid, stable, and abundant, right? Being able to self-sufficient, right? Feeling like I got myself. I could take care of my fucking self. And here's the Six of Wands with the victory and the success. And the acknowledgement, right? Feeling like, right? Pisces, for some of you, this is an opportunity that somebody may offer you. I just heard saving you, right? This could be somebody coming in on a white fucking horse, right? And offering you an opportunity to walk away from people, places, and things that's no longer serving you. Don't miss your beat if this is something coming towards you, okay? That's all I'm going to say. For sure. I said this is the near future. Pisces, in the near future, I want you to remember. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, fuck yes. Okay. Woo, I'm on fire. Pisces, in the near future, the shit that's going to present itself to you in the near future, this opportunity, this Hierophant, for some of you, it's going to be the wake-up call that you've been the problem, or that either you are the problem or you've been the problem in the past with the Hangman. Like some of you may realize that like the only reason why you were ever stuck was because of you, right? Or your indecision could be the problem in moving something forward. Pisces, with the consciousness being the Nine of Pentacles, with the Nine of Swords, it being what you know, Pisces, this is what I just got a direct message from some of y'all, for one of y'all, for some fucking body. When this shit happen in the near future, remember the shit that kept you up at night. Don't forget what I wanted to say your black ass. Okay, now my ass is black, right? But I'm talking to y'all how my intuition and how God speaks to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I told y'all, like, my intuition, that voice that talks to me, very fucking blunt. Very blunt. Very cutthroat. Very straightforward. But honest. Real fucking honest. And they never told me wrong. I just do what the fuck I want to do sometimes, right? That voice just told me to tell somebody here, remember what the fuck you stayed up at night for, stressing out and worrying about. Remember that. Make sure you stay aware of that when this opportunity hit, right? Because if being stuck, and this is our energy, if you the motherfucking problem, remember your consciousness. Remember what you sat up and said and what you sat up and thought and how you worried at night about certain things going wrong in the past. Remember that when this opportunity is presented itself, right? And this opportunity for the start, for this wish fulfillment, for something that you've been hoping for or wishing for, right? Remember that. That's why this is what you're aware of. Remember what the fuck you stayed up at night for with anxiety about, right? Remember that. You aware of that. You already know it. And I feel like the message is for me to tell you, you already know what you have been staying up at night worrying about, right? And I feel like it's a little scolding because how dare we be the hangman? How dare we be the problem, right? How dare we be the problem? When we know what the fuck we sat up at night. And this is how God talked to me. Oh, so you gonna drag your damn feet now, huh? Right? Now you need to fucking think about it. But you've been sitting up all night. You've been sitting up for the last, stressed out. Right? But I'm offering you this fucking opportunity. And now you want to drag your feet, right? Just keep this in mind. Hey, Mercy. Okay, so let's talk about what we don't know. I hope I'm making sense. And I feel like for at least one or two of y'all, I am exactly right. And when this happens, I just want you to remember what I said. Remember what I said to you. You might need to go back and play this video again. Because remember, right now, I don't know what I know, right? I do have a gift. I have a gift. But people think it's like That's So Raven and you just go into another realm and you see some shit. And it's not like that. It's not like that. It hit me today. Everything that I said, I went back and listened to that video. And I kept getting interrupted trying to listen to it because the things that I had kept predicting kept happening while I was trying to watch the video. I said, you knew what it was, but you just didn't get it out as good as you should have. And it inspired me to turn on this camera again today. So let's talk about what we didn't know. Make sure y'all check that out, okay? I don't know why I'm torturing myself. I can open this window up and see y'all messages so much clearer. I'm still getting used to doing my thingy thing. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. And sometimes we need to hear that stuff. Honestly, we need to hear that stuff. We do. I'm going to tell y'all something. That's all I do when my phone ring when my family call me. I've been doing this shit my whole life. Me and my sister talked about it the other day. We laughed because I'm just going to call him my grandfather for the sake of not going into it too deep. But a man who was like a grandfather to me. Me and her were laughing, thinking about this the other day. And it's true. Only me and her know this because we grew up together. From the time I was like 4 years old, he used to come over to the house and come kick it with me and tell me, he called me Chiani. Chiani, give me some advice. And me and her both was like, why was he asking? I was a little kid. She said he did. He said you were smart. I'm telling y'all, I was a little bitty kid. And Mr. Clarence was a very intelligent man. Chiani, give me some advice. He called me Chiani because he said the spelling of my name, he was not going to pronounce it that way. Chiani. But he used to say, give me some advice. I was telling her how I read that like real people who really do have a gift, they probably were the olden terms where they called them gifted, or they said they'd been here before and stuff like that. I was termed that as a fucking kid. I told y'all I'm reborn, so I'm more confident about my gift now. Let's talk about what we don't know. Sorry, I don't want to get off on a tangent on y'all. I got away from myself. And I literally just went through a death and rebirth in the last year and a half. I'm going to try this time around to stick closer to myself, right? I'm going to try not to lose myself this time around. There's a fucking moth in here, y'all. Because I definitely went through a rebirth. I always had the gift. I'm going to try to stay closer to it this time. Because I used to do a lot of amazing fucking things when I was a kid, y'all. I did. I got away from it. I let the world taint me. I'm going to go crazy, y'all. I'm going to lose it. Let's talk about what we don't know. Let's talk about what's going on in the unconscious, what we're unaware of, right? What is it that we're unaware of about this situation that's presenting itself in the near future? What is it about this that we will be unaware of, okay? The Ten of Wands. So, I feel like what we're unaware of at the time when this opportunity is presenting itself, this is the opportunity with the Ten of Wands to not be carrying such a heavy burden. This is like, we're unaware that whatever's happening at whatever's presenting itself at that moment, that it will be presenting itself at, because I know it is, and it's very significant too. I just want to put that out there. It is. It's a real effing opportunity here. And with the Ten of Wands, I feel like that's indicative to me of having the ability to really not shoulder. I heard not shoulder so the burdens, right? This man is shouldering and carrying a load alone. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, Tony, really? You remember Mr. Clarence? You know. Marcy, you do remember Mr. Clarence. He used to always wear the auto mechanic suits. He was a mechanic. He was my grandfather's best friend. They were grease monkeys. They were in World War II together. They were military buddies. They were in World War II together. And my grandfather died when I was 4. He was his best friend, so he always stayed close to our family. He was the closest thing to a grandfather I would have had. And he drove big old cars, and he wore the old mechanic suits because that's what he did. He was a mechanic. I used to help him fill out the paperwork. He was a mechanic for the post office. Him and my grandfather both did that. My grandfather retired there, and so did he. Marcia, from the time I was about 4 or 5 years old, he used to take me for rides. Take me out for ice cream. He would ask me my opinion about all type of stuff. And I could ask him anything. And he would tell me the truth. I remember reading to him. And the first time I ran across the word busy, B-U-S-Y, I remember saying to him, I know this word is busy, but that doesn't look right. It looks like it should be bussy. And he said, you're right. The shit you remember. But yeah. 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I just got nostalgic for a second. I'm going back. What we don't know is there is potential here with the 3 of Pentacles here to really collaborate. The 3 of Pentacles is people collaborating together, okay? The 10 of Wands, this man is carrying everything alone, right? But the 10 of Wands is also the ending of that, right? Tens are endings, right? So what we don't know about this entire situation that's presenting itself in the future, that we might be the problem, right? Our procrastination or our unwillingness to change our perspective or our unwillingness to make a decision or make a move, we don't know is that this really is an opportunity to work with energies. The 3 of Pentacles are collaborating. They're collaborating together. And because it's Pentacles, it's to build a foundation that's stable, right? Something that's grounded. I swear to you, on a stack of Bibles, me and Etta was just talking about it the other day. When Tasha and Miki lived in California, he used to pick me up. We would go to the store. We would pick out cards because back then it was, I'm telling my age, but there wasn't no internet and shit. There wasn't no Cash App. He mailed them money. And he would take me to Walgreens and I would pick the cards. And he would ask me how much money should he send. And I would tell him how much. And because I was young, I was so little, I would try to say big numbers, the shit that I thought was big. I would be like $40. Because in my small mind, that's a lot of money. Like the shit you remember. He knew I had something that I didn't know. He might have not knew about all this, but he knew. How the fuck did he know? From the time I was 4 years old, he's been like that about me. Anyway, this is the opportunity to do that. Yep, 3 of Wands. Pisces, I'm hearing with the 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, I feel like what you don't know is this is an opportunity to not shoulder some burdens so much, to collaborate with energies that want to build something. I do feel like with the 3 of Wands being here, it's almost like some shit that you actually have been waiting on. And again, without being judgmental, we have our reasons sometimes why we don't do some things, right? We have our reasons for like whatever the fuck I'm talking about. You are the what's crossing it, and hangman, whatever reason is keeping you stagnant in the situation, because it could, like, some of you, it's legit reasons. I'm not trying to diminish that or minimize them, right? But I do feel like what the cards are telling me is that what you don't know is this the opportunity to really collab with that kind of energy. Something about the kind of, like, the ship, like you've been waiting on your ships to come in for some of this type of stuff. Also, I feel like, Pisces, this could also be someone waiting on you, because the Three of Wands is waiting on your ships to come in. This could literally be like somebody wanting to collaborate with you and waiting for you to come on in. Or this is some stuff you've been waiting on, like the kind of energy you kind of been waiting on to manifest, because it's collaborative. The Ten of Wands, like I said, he carrying that shit by himself, and it's heavy. They working together, and that's why the foundation they building are going to be stable, because this is everybody working together. It's grounded. And just to let y'all know, there is a King of Swords under here. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. So you put him where he go, because he may very well be involved in this, okay? Yeah, he was good to me. He was good to me. I loved him some me. And he never once, ever a day in my life called me Keontae, none of that shit. He said... My name is Italian. It's Italian. But he said, that's not right. Your name is Gianni. And that he the only person on earth that could ever get away with that. What I wouldn't give to hear that man call my name, man. Gianni. Okay, let's see what else we're unaware of about this situation that's presenting itself in the near future. I'm just nostalgic, y'all. Let y'all girl cook. I'm happy. Like I told y'all, I'm rebirth. It feel good to feel good. It just feels good to feel good. It really does. Temperance. Here we go. Speaking of, right? Pisces, never forget Temperance and the Star, actually, too, if I'm not mistaken. These are also angel cards, right? These are divine cards, right? And y'all, just for shits and giggles, Mr. Clance was a Sagittarius. Temperance. Patience and divine timing. This is a careful blend, and it's also a card of healing. Fire and water. Some of y'all might be collaborating with a fire sign. Some of y'all collaborating with a fire sign, a Taurus, or an air sign might be the perfect blend of something here too. I'm hearing that too. The perfect blend. We water. I got fire here. I got air here. I got Taurus in the form of earth, which is some really good earth, because Taurus is it just feels like a real trustworthy, reliable type of opportunity present itself here. Like something you can really rely and trust on. And I hope we don't miss our beat. Look, the Six of Cups. So this is something that's been a long time coming, right? I'm hearing for some of y'all, there could be something about dealing with healthcare and healing of children. I'm also hearing something about healing, something dealing with children. I'm hearing healing childhood wounds. I'm also hearing something about, like, maybe something like going back to childhood, something about some things going back to childhood, doing some things or having some sort of opportunities that you've always wanted, like your childhood job or some shit like that, okay? And Tony, you better know, I'm a firm believer that your mother is with you. I feel like those kind of energies, she was good to you and you was her caregiver. I feel like those kind of energies don't leave you. They say energy doesn't die, it just transforms. And I surely hope that's true. Because there's been some energy I've come across that I would surely like to come across again someday. Don't get me y'all choked up. But yeah, this is sweet. The Six of Cups. This feels very genuine too. I'm hearing genuine, Pisces. Genuine. Look, the Eight of Pisces. I feel like you I get Eight of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. I feel like Pisces in the near future, there's opportunities that's presenting itself. Pisces, this feels like something that only you're going to be able to decide. The Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. It is up to you. It is up to you. And let me put a caveat to that, because I feel like whatever we may be discussing, Pisces, I don't feel like, for most of us, listen, it's levels to what we all going through, right? I don't feel like some of you, it's like a need, like gotta have it, need it, gotta have it, right? Gotta have it. And you be a damn fool to be in your own way. And now I might need to kick you on your butt to tell you, make sure you take this opportunity. Others of you, you may be in a comfortable situation, right? You comfortable with things how they are, right? And there could be something that you feel like may be risky, but it's a risk worth taking. It could really go really well, but you may be in your own way because of, like, out of your comfort zone, or y'all know what I mean. It's things in life like this, right? Like I said, I feel like you have your own reasons. You have your own reasons, but I keep picking up that either you don't realize how good this is going to be for you, like with the Eight of Swords. Like, this could be an opportunity that really gets you to this Nine of Pentacles energy that you've been wanting, feeling like you really, look, there's the King of Wands. See, there's something that's being offered. There's something being offered, and I feel like you are in your head about it. And it could also be someone that's been in their head trying to figure out how to offer you something because of this stress and this anxiety. Because somebody, like, it could be somebody being aware. Put this shit where this go, because it's energy. Like I said, whoever doing it. Whether this is you trying to help somebody or somebody trying to help you. Because I feel like it could go either way. Give me one more for what we're unaware of. Subconscious for Pisces. It's the Queen of Cups. Let me just get down here and get it. There we go. And Pisces, you may be unaware. The Six of Wands. Pisces, let me just tell you what I heard before this shit slips my mind. You might not even understand how good this shit is for you. Because here you go, the Queen of Cups. The Ten of Wands makes me feel like whatever is happening here, you may be supremely unaware with the Ten of Wands, Temperance, and the Queen of Cups. How this will take some burdens off of your back, right? You may be unaware how this will take that feeling of having a weight off your shoulders, right? Feeling like you can heal, right? I keep getting that big healing energy. So for some of y'all, health care, right? Pisces, this is good for your health. And I feel like with the Queen of Cups, you don't know how good this going to be for putting you back into your own energy, your own space. The Queen of Cups is us. And Pisces, I do feel like whatever this, because I do feel like it's an opportunity, however it's presenting itself. I feel like this is an opportunity. It is. And I just don't know how it's coming, where it's coming from. I feel like however this opportunity is presenting itself, you have no idea how cathartic, is that the right word I'm using? I hope I'm using the word right. How cathartic this could be for you, like how healing. Underneath the fucking deck is the Six of Wands. Victory, success. Again, Pisces, if this ain't you trying to put on a cape and really help somebody, this could be somebody really putting on a cape to help you. Or could just be it could be the effing universe sending you a win. And you know what I hate? I say this all the time. I say always when I talk to my kids, you know, how I talk in real life. I try to talk to y'all how I talk in real life too. But I probably curse a lot more in real life than I try to do on here. I'm trying to work on that. But I do curse like a sailor. I come from a long line of hell raisers. I tell my kids all the time, it bothers me so much about human beings because I see human beings do it 11 times a day. People turn W's into L's. I see people get handed whole L's win. I see people say what they want and get exactly what they want and then manage to talk their way and to turn it into a complete loss. I get on my kids about this all the time. Know when the whole when to hold a W. Know when to hold a win. I see people do it all the time. How many times people do that to you a day? Just think about it. Like, you look at a situation and you be like, you know what? I'm going to do this, that, and the third for somebody, right? And you be all set up. You got your mouth all watered up to be assistant. And somebody could say some shit right before you get ready to tell them how you going to help them. And this is just a small example of that, right? Of what humans do, right? And you be like, ooh, I'm so glad that bitch opened up her mouth. Before, I'm so glad you fucking said that. Because I was just about to, man, I'm so glad you said that before I. Pisces, this may be something that is happening. Like I said, it feels like one of them type of things. And if it's something that's being presented to you, when this opportunity presents itself to you, I need you to possibly shift your perspective when it comes in. Don't let you not being willing to shift your perspective be the problem. Because I feel like there's an opportunity here for victory and success. And look, the 7 of Wands is on here. See, I feel like with the 7 of Wands and the Queen of Wands, I feel like this is you kind of being reluctant. Right? For whatever reason, right? Some of y'all, this could definitely be coming from a fire sign. This is an opportunity to work. 8 of Pentacles. See, you know what, Pisces? I get this idea from you. The feeling I get from you. For whatever reason, either you defensive about it or reluctant about it because you may feel like it's going to be because of the amount of work, because you may feel like it's a lot of work or the amount of work involved. You may feel like you also got a lot of stuff going on. Like you may feel like you already busy with a lot of stuff. But I feel like you may actively try to block it, but it is an opportunity. This is an energy that is that does want to work with you, that's motivated. And the Moon and the 9 of Cups is telling me you just do not know how much. It's so mysterious. You may not even realize it right at the moment that it's exactly what you've been wishing for. It's something about you changing your perspective about this shit. So let's talk about what happened in the recent past. Y'all make sure y'all throwing me the likes. If I'm getting it right for y'all, if this is sounding like this is good. So let's talk about this recent past really quickly, right? Because when I say the recent past and on this spread, this is probably right now, right? Because I'm reading for the future, and I'm telling you an opportunity is presenting itself in the future here. And when it presents itself, no matter whatever you thinking initially about it, what I need you to be aware of is the shit that's been keeping you up at night. The shit that's been giving you anxiety. The shit that you've been asking God for privately and silently. Like your worst fears that you've been worried about. That you don't speak out loud. That you keep to yourself and let it stress you the fuck out. Right? Remember that when this opportunity is presented for you. Because what you don't understand is that this is a real opportunity for you to not feel like you are carrying the heavy loads of things alone. This is an opportunity to like it. It feels like peace. It feels like healing. It also feels like divine timing. It feels like something that could have been a long time coming. And with the Queen of Cups out here, I feel like this is something that will put you back into feeling like yourself. We are the Queen and Kings of Cups, right? When we're good at our best, we are love. Okay. We're a positive, motivating force within daily life. At our best, though, right? That's us, okay? This has the opportunity to put you at your best. But we're going to talk about what happened in the recent past. And I feel like the recent past is now. Whatever's the fuck going on right now. Right? That may be the cause of what's headed towards us in the future. Okay? Let's see. We get the energy for the recent past. For Pisces. The Knight of Pentacles. And the 4 of Cups. What the fuck I say? Pisces, didn't I say for some of us it's like, yeah, it's some shit you really need to do now and don't drag your feet on, right? Because especially if you're feeling like this, right? Like you're carrying the burdens and it's heavy and it's time for something different, sure. But then I say for most of us, it's not like we're destitute, right? It's not like everything is falling and crashing down, right? We have stability, but it just, and like I said, it's just like I said, you may be living. You are grateful that you're not living hand to mouth for you know that you know that you are blessed with your $28 an hour, right? But you also know that, like, you don't have a lot of savings, and if anything goes wrong, it'll be a hardship, right? You know that you could be more comfortable, and you know that $38 an hour would certainly afford you some more comfortability, right? Like, and I'm just using that as a small thing, but y'all know what I mean, right? So the recent past was stable, right? The Knight of Pentacles, right? The recent past was stable, right? And it's also slow moving energy. So this is shit about long term, right? I do feel like slow moving, it's like I'm feeling like I'm hearing good times now. Scratching and surviving, right? That was good times in the back, in the past, right? The song Good Times is like ironic though, right? Because the name of the song is Good Times, but they're talking about, the song is all about struggling, right? But it's really like how we still manage to still enjoy life, right? Enjoy the good fucking times, right? But they said it, temporary layoff, good times, easy credit rip off, good times, scratching and surviving, good times. Ain't we lucky we got them, right? So there were good times in the past, right? It ain't all bad, right? Right? Things are stable. We still here, shit. We here, right? Right? But look what's under the deck, the Four of Cups, right? The Four of Cups is 3 cups standing, right? There's love. There are things to celebrate. There's love. There's pouring into each other's cups. There's good shit in life still. There's still good times. The Four of Cups is good times, right? Temporary layoff. And the 1 cup is the temporary layoff. Good times. Easy credit rip off. Good times. Scratching and surviving. Good times, right? Because there's still 3 cups standing, right? And this is what I'm talking about. I hope I'm making sense to y'all. I am. Right? Ain't we lucky we got them? I definitely feel that shit, right? Yeah, life done put his foot in my damn ass. Yeah, it's still good times though. I just sat up here and almost cried. Get. Go. Your distraction. Go. I just sat up here and almost got misty-eyed talking about Mr. Clarence. So yes, you know, I could in one breath cry tears about my son, but I could also cry tears of joy, laughing and thinking about times we had. This ain't we lucky we got him. We here, right? So the past is the past. It's been what it has been. But in some level of this, I feel like whether this is, like I said, whether this is you trying to help somebody or somebody trying to help you, I feel like this is one of them things where there's always been something here with the Four Cups, right? I feel like there's a missed opportunity, right? There's something here about a missed opportunity. There's always been some sort of missed opportunity, and I feel like that opportunity presents itself in the form of the Hierophant in the near future. So let's go ahead and talk about the future. Let's talk about after this Hierophant energy presents itself, and the problem could possibly be past stagnancy or stagnancy in that current moment, right? But the future, right? What happens after that, right? Let's talk about that now. Let's see what we get on that. Y'all make sure y'all take care of y'all girl with them likes. Y'all interested in booking me, please email me. Where this headed, spirit? Tell me what's the near future after this Hierophant? What's the near future for this? The moon. See, y'all play with me too much. Y'all play. I'm tired of y'all asses. Sick of y'all mysterious asses. The moon is the mystery, right? I heard the mystery into the unknown. Pisces, the future is the mystery into the unknown. It is. It's the mystery of it, Pisces. But that's how life works. You understand what I'm saying, Pisces? If you never journey into the unknown, how the fuck do you, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, right? Every opportunity that we take, every offer that we accept, it really is the journey into the unknown, because you don't know where the fuck that shit is going to take you. The first journey starts with one step. I don't give a damn. The longest journey, no matter how long the journey is, it's every one of them start with one fucking step, right? I also feel like that's a bit ambiguous, because it's absolutely going to be up to every last single one of us, depending on who hears this and how they interpret this, and depending on who you trying to help and how they interpret it, what someone is going to do. Because see, the problem is going to be, if there is one, the problem is going to be, if there is one, is a bit of procrastination, or let me think about it, or let me try to decide, or, right? Because the hangman is really not stuck. We know this. He's hanging there, but his foot, the other foot is not tied, and neither are those damn hands, right? Now, don't make me. You know what I'm saying? Got me. Thinking of your grandfather. Yeah. I think, us as human beings, Pisces, all of us, I'm even speak for myself, because it's true, and I know it's true. A lot of our pain, a lot of pain that we feel is in regards to changes that was going to happen to us in life regardless. Everyone that is born will die. My grandmother used to always say that shit. Like, she used to say that. Like, she used to try to make me understand. Like, this is what she used to say, and it means so much to me. My grandmother was born in 1920s Alabama. She was born in Alabama, and she used to say, the hospital is for the sick, and the graveyard is for the dead. I want to live while I can, and I want to die when I can't help it. And that's kind of, first of all, goddamn, is that so true, Like, and I remind myself of that when I'm wallowing in pain, right? Even though I'm in pain, I have to live while I can, because even though I hate being in pain, every human person is going to experience pain. It's a part of life. We hurt because things change that were always going to change, right? And nobody promised us. Nothing is promised to us. The only thing that's really promised to us in this world is us. That's the only fucking thing you got in this world. Do you know that? That's the only thing promised to you. Nothing else ain't promised to you. Nothing. Anything can change in a blink of an eye. Anything. Your children don't belong to you. They don't. I don't mean no harm. Let me get out my soapbox, right? This moon feels deep because it feels like it's telling me that after the opportunity presents itself, it is unknown. Because it's unknown if you're going to take the opportunity. If you take the opportunity, you're taking a journey into the unknown. You understand me? The future is unknown. We don't know it until Keontae do these reads, and then it hit, and then we be like, oh, damn, I don't even know it the way I know it. You understand me? I know that's hard to explain, but I don't know it the way I know it. When I went back and listened to that read, all those messages, but I had no idea that it was going to be what it was until yesterday and today. I didn't know certain things were going to happen with certain people in my home. Certain conversations was going to happen. I didn't know that I didn't know the plan, everything that I did today. When I did that read that night, I did not know I was going to do those things today. But I talked about it in that read night before last, okay? And I saw it. But again, I'm not God. Only God knows. And the future is unknown. Here's the moon. Let's see what's underneath this deck. The Three of Pentacles. Here's what I know. Here's what I do know. Because there's that energy of building and collaboration, right? Working with, right? The Ten of Wands is not, the Ten of Wands energy is when this, no one's working with this person, right? This person is working to carry the burdens and move some shit along all by themselves. Now, this is the ending to that, right? This is what you're unaware of. And then again, this isn't what you're unaware of, right? The possibility, because the 10 is the end, and the possibility of ending that, because the 3 of Pentacles is the opposite. And that was under the deck there too again. This is working with, right? They are in collaboration. They are building a foundation. This is stability. Okay? Look, and here's that Queen of Swords, and here's an Emperor. See, these are people. These are people here. And here's the Queen of Swords, and here's that 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords was behind this. I feel like, listen, whether this is God, a literal boss, business owner, authority figure, I feel like the Emperor is presenting something here. I just feel like this is the opportunity. I feel like whatever, because again, the Hierophant, again, business, career, like this could be landlord, property owner, judge. This could be something about legal. We did have that legal energy there, right? Oaths, promises. Then we have this Emperor, Aries, Taurus energy. I feel like y'all better make sure y'all make a head over heart decision, because I feel like there could be a little bit of an energy. If this is something that's being presented to you, oh yeah. If this is something being presented to you, Pisces, this could be coming sincerely from the energy of somebody who has been trying to figure out how to assist you because they love you. The Emperor, the 8 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and the King of Wands. Yep, to the 10 of Pentacles. Yep. I feel like some of you, there's an opportunity that's being presented to you. And I feel like the opportunity is like, I don't know, like I said, it could be fondness since childhood, or just fondness, or somebody could want to just help you and the kids or some shit like that. But the Emperor and the King of Wands is very much driven energy. And like, listen, either you're trying to help somebody or somebody is trying to help you in this way. I'm standing on that. And if it's not a literal person trying to help you this way, if this is not a physical being, this is the divine trying to help you with the Emperor and the 8 of Swords. This is going to be the divine trying to help free you. Help you and the kids. Help you in something here with the 6 of Cups. Listen, for real. Yes, Jesus loves me. That's what I just heard. Let me get some more on the future. I'm going to clarify a little bit, then I'm going to get out of here. Y'all make sure y'all throw me them lights. Give me one more on the future. Where this headed at? That moon. You know, whenever I ask a question about the future and I get the moon, I know that's God telling me, my nosy ass, some things is above my nosy ass pay grade. I always laugh when they come out because I know what that mean. I mean, that mean, you know, because again, I can tell you some shit, but I ain't God, you know? And God is real. No matter how you, no matter which way you choose to worship God or celebrate God, I do believe God is real. And I also believe God lives in all of us. I believe that. Give me some for the future of this. Look. Y'all don't find that funny? The 6 of Wands, victory, success, acknowledgement. The Star. Pisces. Something has the potential here. I feel like the moon is here because I do feel like it's gonna deal with a lot with how we deal with something. Because the moon is us. The moon is our emotions. The moon is the shadow side. It's also the unknown. Okay? But I feel like this is like the possibilities may be really fucking endless, but it feels like a journey into the unknown, but it might be exactly the fucking journey that need to be taken, because here's the 6 of Wands of victory and success, and a Star is big hopes, big dreams, wish fulfillment. Some of you MFers do got big dreams. Now I'm feeling like, you know how I said before, like, you know, some of our dreams, you know, like Keontae don't need to be a billionaire. Keontae don't need billions of dollars. She don't. Keontae need enough money to live comfortably and to be able to help them children grow into successful people. That's what she want, and that's what she want. I I'm not even tripping about give me a husband. I want to be able to just take care of myself. Whatever God gonna do in that department, that's cool too. But I just want to be blessed to be able to support myself. I want to be able to take care of myself without or despite another living human being. And I also want to be able to support the human beings that I gave birth to and I brought here. I want to be the support person for them. I want to be able to stand on my responsibilities. That's it. And it won't take millions or billions for me. It may take millions. I'll take millions if God send me millions. I ain't hating on millions. It ain't necessary, but I'm not hating on it, you know. But billions are certainly not necessary. It's not necessary. I don't need enough money to buy no yacht. My ass don't want to get on no boat. No way. You know what I'm saying? Like, if God wanted me swimming, he'd give me fins. I don't even know why I'm a water sign. I can't swim. I revere water, though. Just talking about me. But for some of y'all, it does feel like, and I'm going to be honest with you, with the Six of Wands and the Star, yeah, the Ten of Pentacles, some of y'all don't know if I'm talking to like musicians, actors, stars, I don't know, performers. Some of y'all may be actually like big shit. Let me just say that. Big shit. And I don't mean that in no I don't mean that in no condescending negative way. Like I said, I can't sing, so I'm not expecting to ever be Beyonce or Rihanna. I can't sing, you know. I love hip hop. I can't rap though. I could recite the hell out of somebody else rap lyrics, but I can't rap. But I'm smart. I could do other things. I seem to be really good at fucking shuffling tarot cards and predicting the future and giving advice apparently since I was very young. I've been wise beyond my years my whole life, so something will work out. You know what I'm saying? But some of y'all are big shit. With the Hierophant, we could be talking about like education wise. Like some of you may be big, smart, brainiac MFers, right? Some of you may be big spiritual leaders. Some of you may be big teachers, big healers, right? Some of you are truly gifted. Some of you, this is big shit. And it goes from the Star to the Ten of Pentacles, which is however this Ten of Pentacles look for you, right? Because my Ten of Pentacles might be 1 million. Your Ten of Pentacles might be 10 million, right? Somebody 10 of Pentacles right here, somebody might just need 100,000. Right? Right? Who knows, right? Some of you motherfuckers may be an inventor or something. Yeah, somebody is an inventor. Somebody may be a business person. I'm getting a business person or inventor, healing, inventor. Something you might do. Some of you, I'm picking up on some big shit. Right? I'm hearing somebody might just need 100,000 to get something off the ground. Right? And then we'll talk about the bigger, right? Big shit, you know. But the journey into the unknown, Pisces, I feel like these cards are telling me it's guaranteeing you victory and success. Let me tell you what I feel like it's telling me here. With the Hangman being here, being a problem or what's crossing it. I feel like anything you've been doing, you know everything about that. Any situation you've been stuck in, you know everything you need to know about that situation. You know what you know about where you've been. But what you don't know. The moon is the journey into the unknown. You don't know how successful the journey into the unknown could be for you. And it's coming up to me is with the Star Aquarius energy, like some shit that you've been wishing for, you've been hoping for, right? Some shit that you can have faith in, believe in, right? Some shit that's wish fulfillment for you. And it definitely feels very, very stable with this Ten of Pentacles here. For sure. It's the Ten of Pentacles is about the legacy. It's about the bank account, the checks, the loan, you know, your family tree, your legacy, your ancestors, and what you know, what you inherited and what you gonna leave, what you gonna leave behind. And there's a King of Wands under here again. Ooh, let me do just a little. I'm gonna clarify just a little bit, and I'm gonna get out of here. But this feels so freaking good. This feels so freaking good. Okay, Pisces, let's go. What you say, Z350? Like I said, it's gonna be different for everybody. Everybody, listen. That's the beautiful thing about all us being individuals, right? And I feel like we just get lost right now. And with the internet, I love the internet. Human beings are so amazing, and we create some amazing shit to help mankind. And then mankind come right along, and we can take some things, some of the beautifulest shit, and turn it ugly. The internet is a beautiful thing. It gives us it gives us the ability to have all the information in the world at our fingertips. It gives us the ability to connect to people all across the world that we would have never been able to connect to, right? But then we turn it into something that makes us feel insecure about ourselves, or unworthy, or satisfied, or ungrateful, and then we turn around and it let it fuck our whole self-esteem and sense of self up. We have fallen into a false reality. The internet is not an actual place, and we fall into a place where we are believing the internet more than real life, and life is really happening. Life is real, and I just feel like everybody's wish fulfillment is supposed to look different. What makes me happy is not supposed to be for everybody else, right? I shouldn't have to look like somebody else to be happy. I shouldn't have to, I like you have to be happy for you. And everybody's dream don't look the same. Like I said, somebody listening to me do want to make billions of dollars. They want to be a billionaire. And if they got the opportunity, and it's an opportunity presenting themselves to really do that shit, who am I to judge? Everybody shouldn't want to be billionaires though, right? Everybody shouldn't I don't need to be a billionaire. My dream don't have to be your dream. But Pisces, this does feel like something that has the potential to be what you've wished for, right? The things that you wish for. That's why you got to be aware of what you done stayed up at night for. Because, see, remember the star was under the 9 of swords with what you were aware of. You know what the fuck you've been wishing for, hoping for, praying for. What if the stars were aligning? What if something was being presented to you and it was literally the stars aligning? Oh, okay. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna try not to go too much longer, because I feel like the longer it is, nobody gonna see this bomb ass reading. Really quickly, let me get one card on what this Hierophant could be about. That's gonna present itself in the near future. Pisces. The Queen of Cups. And in this deck, this to me, when I see this, when this Queen of Cups in this deck, this is her surrendering. This is you surrendering to that shit. Now remember, I told you what you didn't know is how healing this could be for you. How this is divine timing for you. How this could relieve some burdens and allow you to feel like more like in your space. And feeling more like yourself. Look, the 9 of Wands, yep. Pisces, for some of you, if this is some of you, I don't know, I'm healing like healers, healthcare. I'm also hearing don't beat yourself up about this. Some shit. Pisces, this could also be something that's being presented to you because you have been through some shit with the wounded warrior. Like maybe fucking surrender and stop fighting. Ooh-wee. There's that fire energy again. It could be coming from a Taurus or like the 3 of Pentacles. Stop fucking fighting and work with. Stop fighting on your own, Pisces, and accept some sort of collaboration here. And look, Pisces, the 8 of Cups and the Star. This is going to allow you to walk away from people, places, and things. Here go that Star again. I know I'm right. Let me get one on this Hangman for why the problem and what's crossing it could be us. Or an energy it kind of feels like at this point you will willfully be keeping yourself stuck, right? Like I said, it's something about knowing exactly where the fuck you at right now, right? You know what that is, right? But still feeling like you need more enlightenment to go into the unknown. When you already know you're not satisfied with the current, right? You know that you guaranteed to say dissatisfied and some shit if you dissatisfied now, right? So why be so unwilling to go into the unknown, right? You rather be dissatisfied and comfortable, or do you rather go into the unknown? And I feel like the unknown is good in this situation. But let's see. Look, the Four of Swords. See, this is wanting to sleep on it, right? This is wanting to fucking sleep on it, Pisces. The problem is wanting to sleep on this. The Hangman and the Four of Swords. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it, Pisces. Hey, Jupiter. Hey, Jupiter. Jupiter, I tell you, I feel like I'm on one right now. I feel like my intuition is crystal clear, and because I'm being calm and I'm able to articulate, I feel like this is specific. I feel like it's on fucking point for whoever catching it. I'm going to go back and listen to it again myself later on because I don't want nobody to miss their beat, okay? I love you. If I care about y'all, I don't want you to miss your beat, okay? So let's talk about your consciousness with this Nine of Swords, because remember I said, yo, this is what you know about, this is what you know. When this opportunity presents itself, what you're going to be aware of, you know what the fuck been keeping you up at night. You know what's been giving you anxiety. You know what's been causing sleepless nights. You know. And you also may know your anxiety and your fears about a situation, right? You Pisces, you may be forced to face your fears. You might know that you have to face your fears. Absolutely. Absolutely. And look, before I could even ask for a card, the Ten of Wands is under here. Remember, it's in the subconscious. Remember, this is what you don't know. See? Give me one on this Nine of Swords. About what Pisces is aware of. The Six of Wands. See? There go to victory and success again. Pisces, you know what you know. Like I said, again, just equate it to the 28 versus the 38, right? You might know that you comfortable right now. You live a comfortable existence making $28 an hour. But you may also know that if you made 38, you would be a whole lot more comfortable. And I'm doing that as something modest, right? Just something modest as something that feels like real world type of shit, right? I don't want to go too crazy. But you know what I'm saying, right? You know, because again, the recent past with the Knight of Pentacles, you know that things are stable. It's not like everything is fucking all crashing and burning down, right? You know the good times. You know good times. Ain't we lucky we got them? But you wouldn't be human if there weren't things that you think in the back of your mind. Like if there's not things that you think like things would be so much. It would be so much better if I could get this, if I had this, right? Even though things are fine, I fear that if this happens, if this one thing happens, this could be catastrophic for me, right? Right? You also know the anxiety and the fears and the stress and the worries about you wanting to be successful. The Six of Wands is feeling is success, right? Being acknowledged, right? Being successful, winning, duh, right? The Fool, that's what I'm talking about. You know that you're going to have to take a leap. Pisces, you know that if you want what you've been having anxiety, you know what you've been wanting victory and success on, you know what you've been asking God for, you know what you've been wishing for. And you also, in the near future, when this opportunity presents itself, you're going to know that in order to take this opportunity, you're going to have to take the leap, the Fool. You know that you're going to have to take the fucking leap. Some of you going to have to face a fear. Or something like that. You're going to have to say fuck it and you're going to have to like take a leap. Yes, a leap of faith. Yes, some of you are going to have to take a leap of faith. Okay, give me some for the subconscious. What's this Ten of Wands about what you don't know? Pisces, you are unaware of how this will allow you to, this could be the ending of you feeling like you carrying a burden. The Page of Wands, see an exciting new beginning. Look at all this fire. Some of you, this opportunity that's presenting itself. I do feel like this is something that you're passionate about because there's a lot of fire. If you're not dealing with a fire sign, look what I say. I hadn't even looked under there yet, Pisces. I swear. Ace of Wands. Didn't I say it? Pisces, there is passion and motivation and drive attached to this, Pisces. And not to say it like that, because Pisces, I'm not gonna say that we are lazy. We are not lazy, but oftentimes we are emotionally and spiritually tired. And Pisces, possibly this could be why you are hesitant with the Hangman and the Four of Swords. Maybe you just want to rest and chill, but Pisces, this is not the time to chill. Chill don't pay the bills. This is not, if this opportunity is being presented to you, it's every fucking thing you've been wanting, and this is not the time to chill and say, well, I just don't know if I could be. No, I know it. I feel like it's passion involved in it, Pisces. I feel like this is not something that you are blah about, or that you would be blah doing, or somebody who is blah about you, or some. This is not a blah shit. This is fire. Okay. Hey, Marisa. Hope I got everybody. Hey, Judy. Yep. Pisces, I do feel like for a lot of y'all, like I said, if this is not something you offering to somebody, this is being offered to you. And it's in a sincere energy of love and support. There's fidelity here. Give me one for Temperance. Sagittarius, look. Look, do y'all think I'm kidding? I hope somebody catch it that need it, baby. Temperance and the Ace of Cups. Patience and divine time and a careful blend. I told y'all this is love. So now we got like love, inspiration. This is a real opportunity. Look, the Eight of Cups. Pisces, again, with any motherfucking thing, with any new beginning, anytime you the fool and you go and you taking a leap and you start a new cycle, the Eight of Cups is involved in that shit, because it's always attached with walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. And Pisces, I also heard for some of you, if you decline something that come towards you, if you turn your back on this opportunity, it may not come again. Pisces, if somebody is offering you something and you walk away, it might not come again. I'm gonna tell you that. Yep, Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. There's some sort of energy to really work with somebody who's been through it. Do not let your pride, Pisces. Some of us are not good receivers. I'm not good at receiving help and assistance. I suck. I am a great giver. I'm an awesome fucking giver. I give with intention. I am awesome at fucking giving. I know how to make people feel fucking amazing. You hear me? I fucking suck at receiving that energy back. I suck at it. It's internal. I gotta fix myself. I have my reasons. I have my reasons, right? For staying the way I am, or staying in that energy, right? Four of Swords. Pisces, make sure you don't miss your beat. Let me get the Queen of Cups here for what we're unaware of, because this is us. This is us healing. This is divine timing happening for us. This is like blending. This is an opportunity for new love, returning love, or just feeling like our cup is fulfilled. Like I said, at our best, Pisces, we are love, right? Don't we know this is an opportunity for us to be at our best with the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups? This is what we do best. This is who we are at our best. At our best, we are love. We're some positive, motivating forces within their lives. Give me some for this Queen of Cups of what we unaware of. You'll definitely be unaware just how much somebody fucking love you and really want to help you do this and want to help you heal some shit, not carry the burdens, and give you an opportunity for a new beginning, or you doing this for someone and they could be completely aware that you doing this out of fucking love, and bam, where did you go? The Three of Wands. Pisces, I feel like this is indicative of things that you've been waiting. Your ships, you waiting on your ships to come in. This is also energies that's been waiting on this opportunity. Pisces, don't leave somebody here waiting. Don't. Look, Four of Cups. Yep. Pisces, is something about things near and close to your heart with the Queen of Cups. Things that's near and close to your heart. Opportunities that you've been wanting to nurture. Opportunities that you've been wanting to nurture and manifest. And shit that you've been bored and discontent about. Right? Things that you've been wanting. Things that you've been dissatisfied with, rather. You know what I'm saying. It sure is. Look. 4 cups. Look at this. Temperance. Ace of Wands. Pisces, I'm picking it up again. Whatever is being offered to you, it's all about patience. It's all about divine. It's divine, and it's healing, and it feels like it's coming directly from the divine, and it's coming in in whatever form, because the divine does come in human form. Okay, people who help you and do random shit for you and change your fucking life, they are sent here by the divine to do that for you. Okay, it can come in human form, but I'm getting strongly. The divine is going to offer this to you, right? Because you've been bored and discontent and dissatisfied. And I keep hearing it strongly with the 5 of Pentacles. Pisces is coming in a real attempt with the Knight of Cups for love and support. And look, it is coming in human form, or it's the divine. King of Swords. Yep. But I'm also getting, if you pass on it, then you'll just be without, right? You better get comfortable with that 5 of Pentacles energy then. Give me some for the recent past for the night. But we know that's good times. We said the Knight of Pentacles was good times for the recent past. So let me try to go ahead and get a little bit more for this near future, the moon. Why is the future? Why is after the Hierophant here the future? I do feel like, Pisces, when this is present, we are being told to surrender to it. The Queen of Cups is when you surrender emotionally. Just, yes, let some shit fill your cup. Now again, the outcome to this is the unknown, right? The moon, it's unknown. The journey into the unknown. So let's see how if I can dig any deeper into this journey into the unknown in the future. Pisces, especially if you accept, it is the journey into the unknown. It is, but the 6 of Wands is the end of star. So remember, you're guaranteed to have victory and success. You're guaranteed to get wish fulfillment. Like I said, look, Pisces, I'm done. Y'all gonna tell me these cards don't talk to me? Does anybody want to comment in the chat before I open my mouth? Who wants to talk about this? Who wants to talk about it? Y'all see what I'm saying? Didn't I tell you sometimes when the moon come up, when I'm asking about the future, that's God telling me, you ain't God and it ain't for you to know. Didn't I tell you that's God telling me, bitch, you're being too nosy? That's like God saying, all right, now you're going too far now. You're being too nosy, right? You see that shit? I'm scared to look under the deck. Let me light my joint real quick. I hear you, Lord. I hear you. I promise y'all, I'm going to stop being hard-headed. I hear you, God. Lord, I hear what you're saying. I hear you. That's all I'm going to say. Because I just know this going to resonate for me. I don't know how it's going to come for me either. But I know it is. And I hear you, God. Okay. Look. The Empress. You are guaranteed, Pisces. You are guaranteed. You know who the Empress is, right? Now, this is male or female, but y'all never forget the symbolism in this. The Empress is pregnant. She has the world in her. But this means you get from every fuck you. Please, y'all, please. Whoever catches this read, please update me, okay? If this resonates, I feel like I told y'all, I did the other read, was it 2 days ago? Whichever was the last Pisces read I did. And it started happening yesterday. But I hadn't clicked it all in and pieced it all together yesterday. And then today, I was sitting somewhere and I had a second to think, and I'm like, oh my God, I went straight back to the video. It all clicked in. So let me know when this clicks in for some of y'all, because it will. It will. The Empress, Eight of Wands. Pisces, I do feel like you will say yes, most of you. I feel like you will, but there's communication. I feel like you will. The Empress and the Eight of Wands is definitely yes. This is, bitch, take the journey into the unknown. And so I'm sorry. I'm talking to myself. Some of y'all are me, and I ain't calling y'all bees, okay? But it is. In the words of Michael Scott, hug it out, bitch. I love The Office. But yes. Pisces, I see the 7 of Cups to the 10 of Pentacles. There are definitely some things to consider. There's going to be some moving parts and some things to figure out, but it goes to the 10 of Pentacles. Abundance, stability. I feel like I said, I don't know if this is like work or family or a combination of both, but I feel a real energy of collaboration, collaboration for sure. With that 10 of Pentacles, yes. I'm not going to mess with that moon no more because the moon clarified itself. I'm going to see what the 6 of Wands says. I'm going to leave the moon to the moon. Hey, Thelma. Again, you're going to have to make the decision yourself. And I feel like that's why it is unknown. Pisces, you will have to decide if you're going to take this journey into the unknown. You will. But here's what I do know. I do know if you decide to not take the journey into the unknown, you're showing up as the problem. You're showing up what's crossing the energy. What's crossing the energy? What's crossing this opportunity? You wanting to stay and heal or wait or consider. That's what I do know. Okay? So let's see what comes up for the 6 of Wands here. What's this victory and success and this acknowledgement? This is like getting your props, getting a promotion. Some of you is literally a hero. Somebody could be coming in wanting to save you. Some of you are something about saving a day, heroes, medicine, see? The 6 of Pentacles. See, Pisces, look. This is receiving, baby. This is receiving. I told you. And everything ain't all about money, Pisces. It's not all about money, but money does make the world go round, right? Human beings, we set it up that way, right? We can't live free. We just will refuse to live free. We refuse to just all live free and help each other and just not do this. We refuse to do that. So, we all live in a real world. This is receiving. This is getting victory and success, acknowledgement. 10 of Wands, see? And this is not carrying that heavy load. Some of you are going to, I feel a little bit of reluctance, whether it's fear or whatever it is. I do feel like you're going to do it because it's receiving happening here. Some of you are getting ready to go into a receiving season, and it is time. It is divine time, and it is time for that shit. Some of you, like I said, this is very spiritual. You may realize that you was the thing holding yourself back the whole time. Your belief systems, your value systems, what got instilled in you. And some of y'all, this is a little deep. But this opportunity is coming. It's coming. And I feel like the cards are telling me that the only problem will be you and how you and what move you decide to make. And you have the right to stay where you at. You do. But the cards also told me that you've been dissatisfied in whatever situations that you feel like are stuck or stagnant. And there's an opportunity here. There's a cup that's being offered. It's that 4 of Cups. It's that missed opportunity. It's that opportunity, that cup that you've been disappointed, dissatisfied about. It's coming in. And it is offering an opportunity for security, for you not to be carrying a heavy load. And in this deck on the 10 of Wands, they are literally moving from an oppressive situation. Look, the 8 of Pentacles, and it requires some work. This is working. This is going to allow you to start working on healing some stuff. Give me one more for the 6 of Wands. This could also be somebody offering you something to help heal you. Right? Somebody trying to help heal something for you. Some of you are working in healthcare. You are healers. Or whatever the hell is going on here is like cathartic. It's like healing. Give me some for the 6 of Give me one more for the 6 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles. After this, after the Hierophant here. Look. I said after the Hierophant. What did I say, y'all? They're repeating themselves now. Ain't that where we started? Look, the sun, a blessing. Taurus, Leo energy, Pisces. You guaranteed. Pisces, whatever the fuck is getting ready to present itself and be promised to you, whatever is being promised to you, whatever acknowledgement is being promised to you, whatever is saying, I feel like there's something that's saying that it's going to, There's a promise being made to give you something. It is. It's a promise to give you something. It's a oath, loyalty, fidelity, whatever it is, whatever promise. Pisces, this is guaranteed and promised. If you take the journey into the unknown, it's promised. And the sun is the blessing. Ain't the sun the happiest fucking card in the deck? Illumination. Clear. Clear, clear, clear. And listen, here's the moon here twice. This is the journey into the unknown. But the unknown is going to be clear. It's going to be a blessing. It's going to be happy. You're going to be happy that you took the journey into the unknown. Pisces, I do see some of you, we talking about children, but for some of you, if this is like dealing with career, you may be working with a group of people. Something about working with a group. Some of you is moving parts, right? This could be dealing with family. It's moving parts. It's like Five of Wands energy make me feel like it's a lot of moving parts. It's a lot of working with people. Some of you, there's several people working with you, cleaning up something. It could be 5 people fired up to work on something with you. 5 people. 5. Taurus energy. May is the 5th month. Leo here, but it's a blessing. The 6 of Cups to the Empress. Yes, this is love. And this is starting some sort of new cycle. This is some sort of new cycle starting in the baby faces that will continue on. This is something about a legacy here. And there's that Empress and the Knight of Cups. A lot of love and support. A lot of love and support. There's something about support, caring, healing. I'm also, like I said, I'm getting hospital. I'm getting legal. I'm getting education, school. I'm also getting like religion. I'm getting oath. Like taking oaths. I'm also getting like I said, religious, spiritual. I'm getting consultants, advisors, instructors, instruction. I'm also getting something about like church, stairway to heaven type of stuff, okay? For sure. Baby, you okay? Yeah. I hope everybody who needed to hear this heard this. If y'all are interested in booking me, please email me. I told you I've went through a recent rebirth myself, and I feel different. I feel good. This felt very good. I felt like this was fucking awesome, fucking amazing. I hope y'all are paying attention. Don't say I didn't warn you and tell you that this was headed your way. And don't say I didn't warn you about if you don't. Because I didn't know what I was going to read when I titled this. Don't say I didn't warn you. But don't say I didn't warn you if you don't take an opportunity, okay? Because you know what's keeping you up at night. And you also know the things that you ask God for, the things that you ask God for, that you tell God that will make you feel like you were victorious and successful. You know for the acknowledgement you ask for. You know what you ask for. The acknowledgement, the attention is here twice. You know what you've been wanting, and you know what been wanting to receive. After this opportunity is presented itself that you should absolutely surrender yourself to and take, it will be the journey into the unknown. This is kind of to be continued because after that is the unknown. And you may be emotional, you may be afraid, you may be feeling a little underwater by it, but it is the journey, and that is because it's the journey into the unknown. And our smart asses like to know everything, and sometimes in life you just can't know everything. But I know everything that was promised to you with this Six of Wands and Six of Pentacles. Everything that was promised to you, Pisces, will be given to you if you take the leap and do it. Okay. I love you guys. You guys will see me tomorrow for sure. If I owe you a private read, I'm going to get up early in the morning. I'm trying to get to bed at a decent hour tonight. Try to get up in the morning and start doing reads first thing in the morning. I am going to try to go live and do Q&A tomorrow as well. I try to do it early in the day, and I'll maybe try again later on at night if I don't get too sleepy. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all for kicking it with me. I thank y'all for entrusting me, believing me, and allowing me this opportunity. I hope something I said may have changed somebody's life tonight, okay? That's what I do it for. That makes me feel good. It makes me feel good when I find out that I'm a kick-ass reader. That shit makes me warm and fuzzy and tingly. When you tell me, Key, your ass was right, that makes my fucking day. I hope that translate into the comfort that I want in life. That it's not going to make life perfect, but I hope it translates to that comfort because that's what I want to do. Right? But I got to be open for any opportunities that God presents to me too, because I'm a Pisces just like y'all, and there's definitely some opportunities that's getting ready to be presented to us, okay? You guys, stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay high vibing, stay positive, and stay safe. Continue to take care of yourselves and take care of the ones you love. I will talk to you guys in a few hours, okay? Good night, y'all.